I'm Jonathan, and this is part 2 of multiplying fractions, looking at a context and models. So in this one, the context is going to be 1/5 of my backyard is concrete and 4/5 is dirt. I want to plant grass on 3/4 of the dirt. How much of my backyard is grass? Okay, so in this case, different than the last one where we're focusing on a linear context, this one actually does have area. So in this case, what is 1? So a lot of times we're using whole, but remember, we're going to be focusing on the unit of 1. What is 1? So 1 is the backyard. So I want to create a square backyard. That's 1 backyard. I have fifths. 1/5 is concrete, 4/5 is dirt. So I'm going to partition this into fifths. So I need 4 partitions. Pretty close to being even. So when we partition, we want those equivalent units. So I'm going to label this. So this is going to be 0/5, 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5. And this is, again, referring to the backyard. And then here, it's appropriate with the black, that's going to be our dirt. So it's our dirt here. And our dirt is 4/5 dirt, and then of course we have the concrete right here. Okay, 4/5. So now we're asking though, I want to plant grass on 3/4 of the dirt. So I'm going to use a green pen to represent grass. So I want to plant 3/4 of the dirt. So I'm going to partition this into fourths. And here, this is going to represent 0/4, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. But this is going to be, this is the dirt, and this is our grass. And I have 3/4 of this is going to be grass. So I'm going to partition, there's 1/4 of the dirt, 2/4 of the dirt, 3/4 of the dirt. So this is representing 3/4 of the 4/4 of dirt here that I have. But then the question becomes how much the backyard. So here we have that referent of 1, but are we talking about the 1 amount of dirt, or are we talking about the 1 backyard? We're actually referring to the backyard. In order to do this, we have to figure out how many equivalent units it takes to get to 1. Well, these are not all equivalent units. That forces me to partition here, the concrete, just so I have the entire backyard in all equal pieces. So there's 5 equal units here, 10, 15, 20. So that gives me 20 sections, and the amount of the backyard that is just grass is 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 12, and that could be, I could split that in half to 6/10. I could split that in half to 3/5. So then I'm able to see I have 3/5 of the entire yard is dirt. It's not super easy to see the 3/5 here. We'd have to decompose it and recompose. If I take these 1, 2, 3 pieces of grass and put it here, 1, 2, 3, then I can see. So I'm just going to do that for a second. So if we take that grass amount here, and I actually recompose them here, then I can actually see that the grass represents 1/5, 2/5, 3/5 of the entire backyard. So that's how you use the area model to represent the fractions, which we can come back here. We had 3/4, sorry, did I say division? I meant multiplication. We have 3/4, and we have the 4/5 dirt, which if we multiply that, the numerator is 12, the denominator is 20, and then we get that same amount again. Thank you. Hopefully that was helpful in looking at an area model, and then which context forces us to think in this way. Different than the last one where it was a linear model, so you kind of see those relationships in a different way. Thank you.